Hello and welcome back to the Feel Good Factor, tips and tricks on how to keep your energy way up. And this episode is dedicated to people that work with people with disabilities, neurodiverse, and specifically people that are new to working with people with disabilities and would like a little bit more information on how to manage behaviours and new disability support care workers. Not really for parents with people with disabilities, because you'd already know most of this information, although I do encourage those that are very experienced to leave a comment with tips and tricks on how you manage behaviours. That would be great, so we can all learn in this community. So as you know, or you may not know, the Feel Good Factor is about feeling good, or tips and tricks to help us feel good right across the spectrum. And I'm Tracy. I've been working with people with disabilities now for I think about 12 years, over 12 years, and I specialise in running creative programs for across the spectrum: singing, dancing, acting, communication, social participation. Each program is very different. A lot of one-on-one coaching that I do online and in person. So anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand: how to manage behaviours with people with disabilities. So I can only speak from my experience over the last 12 years. For example, Down syndrome. When my participants with Down syndrome, and I have been attracted to more youth, not babies and little tiny primary school children, although I would love to be working with them as well. But I have found in my career that I have been with 14-year-olds upwards. So I found working with beautiful Down syndrome souls that, well, patience. I have learned that when their behaviours start escalating and they can be tired, hungry, overwhelmed, frustrated about communicating, I have found a trick for me is to just get very quiet and get down on their level. If I'm standing up, then I'll sit down, I'll lower my voice, and I will just speak very calmly and encourage them to let me know what's going on. You seem upset right now. How can we help? Would you like just to be quiet? Would you like a glass of water? That type of thing generally works. And to allow them to have that expression has always been very beneficial. Highly autistic. I have been working with incredible highly autistic souls, obviously in the creative arena and generally. And I found with highly autistic souls, or autism across the board, is to again be very calm, to encourage communication, to ask them to repeat what they need or what they're frustrated about slowly. I use breath work now in my sessions, not always, but a lot of my sessions, and I will leave a link to one of the most incredible YouTube breathwork consultants that I found personally. I use him for myself, and he does 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute sessions, and breath work is so beneficial for everybody, absolutely everybody. And I get my participants to practice breathing, putting their hands on their diaphragm, softening the shoulders, relaxing and listening to the 5-minute breathwork session. And I also do this with the support workers, because most of my sessions I have amazing support workers. Now let me just say that when you are a support worker and you come and do like a creative session with your participant, it's such a bonding experience, because we all know as support workers how hard we work, and sometimes it's quite mundane, and coming to a creative session with music and self-expression, etc., is really, really, really bonding. Diet. Well, I am not going to spend too much time on diet. I will leave that to another episode. But if you go back over some of the previous episodes, which are a few years old now, you will see how passionate I am about using fresh ingredients as smoothies, fresh juices. So have a look at maybe some of the past YouTubes I've done, because I am such a huge advocate for juicing, fresh juicing. None of this store-bought, sugar stuff. It's like fresh food, organic if you can. You make your own smoothies and you enjoy those smoothies, and it really, really helps with energy level. And of course, exercise. So in my sessions, again, and hopefully in your sessions when you're working with your beautiful souls, going out for gentle walks, it depends obviously on the client that you're working with, what the capacity is. If they're wheelchair bound, then going together and having a gentle walk in the sunshine and in the wheelchair, or if they are able to walk slowly, walk slowly. I find that dance and putting on music is so incredibly healing for everybody, the support worker and yourself. Let me just check I've covered everything. Yes. Oh, and when one of my beautiful friends said to me a little while ago, I'm in awe of you working with people with disabilities, because I don't know how to communicate. If I see someone who is non-verbal, or quadriplegic or whatever, in and around town, for example, or in the library, I tend to sort of shy away because I'm a little bit nervous as to what to say. So I understand that, because I felt like that too when I first started. And my tip and trick for that is to assume that this beautiful soul is highly intelligent, whether they can speak or not speak. Definitely don't sort of speak like over exaggerate your words. Just speak normally and clearly. And if they're non-verbal, I would encourage you to assume that they are highly intelligent, and they love smiles, and complimenting them on maybe what they're wearing, or a book that they've got from the library. They want, like we all do, we all want to be seen and heard. So that's the YouTube for today, the Feel Good Factor, tips and tricks on keeping your energy high. It's such an amazing experience to work with people with disabilities, and I highly recommend it. Are you looking for my love? 'Cause I'm looking for your love.